Hey man, I hope this video finds you well. I'm at home on this beautiful Saturday evening with my family. And I just got some time and I thought I'll shoot a video because it's been a while since I've shared some information with you guys. So here goes. I thought it would be nice for me to actually tell you about myself and where I started and where I am today. Look, I grew up in a family of six. Mom and dad. My mom worked in a shoe factory and my dad was a truck driver. So from really humble beginnings. And look, they would spend most of their time working and we hardly got time to spend with them as a family. And that's the greatest tragedy in life, being robbed of time. And I always ask myself, is there a different way to do things? And the obvious answer is yes. The answer is get into business where you are flexible to spend more time with your family. Look, as a kid growing up, I love the idea of sales and business. Really fascinated. When I was a kid, I would sell marbles to my friends. I would go knocking on doors selling stuff, selling foil, whatever I could get my hands on, I would sell. And I was fascinated with the concept of turning a 1 rand into 2 rand, etc., etc. And I loved business from a young age. 10 years ago, I joined the financial industry, which really changed my life. 1st of March 2009. So 1st of March 2019 would be actually 10 years for me in the financial industry. It's changed my life and amazing industry. Tough industry though. Only 3% of people really stick in the industry. So there's a 97% failure rate, which shows you how difficult the industry is. But it also shows you the lack of discipline with human nature. It really comes down to disciplines. Because running a business is how you manage your time, right? So I was very wary on how I manage my time. So what is it that I really want to share with you on this fine Saturday afternoon? There's three aspects that help me get ahead. The first one is getting my mind right. So if you can focus on positive thoughts and just guard your mind. Just do an exercise. Just go for one day without saying anything negative and see how refreshed you feel. See how your mind feels. You actually start to feel better as a person. Start associating with positive people, read positive books, look at positive videos. If you're not a YouTube member, get onto YouTube. There's so much valuable information that you can utilize from YouTube. Get your mind right. Your mind is so powerful. There's an amazing saying that goes like this. It says, if you can control your mind, then you can control the world. That says it all. The most successful people that ever lived, everything happened in their mind first. But for those things to happen in their mind, they're associated with the right people, they read the right books, they was in the right environment, and the rest is history. So if you look at some of the greatest people that ever lived, if you look at Usain Bolt, fastest runner that ever lived. He had to tell himself that he's the best in the world. He's the fastest in the world. Muhammad Ali believed that he was a world champion from the age of 5. He told his mom and his dad, I will be the heavyweight champion of the world. It all happens in your mind first before it becomes reality. So what is happening in your mind is a question. And I hope it's positive things that's going to help you achieve your goals. So get your mind right, which is, it's really important. Associate with positive people. If it's a relationship that's messing with your mind, get a new relationship. If it's your friends that's messing with your mind, get new friends. Hey, if it's your brother, if it's your sister, cut the relationship, because your mind is so powerful. And if you want to get ahead in life, you got to get your mind right. So the first thing is getting your mind right and protecting your mind from negativity. So the next thing is time. time is, if you look at it, it's the most valuable commodity there is, which is time. Um, we have unlimited amounts of money in this world, unlimited amounts of resources, but we have a limited amount of time. So everybody is given 24 hours in a day. How you use those 24 hours is left up to you. And with the concept of time, time is so powerful. Whatever you invest in with regards to your time, how you allocate your time is what you become. So why, and this is just a trick that I do on a daily basis, that I sit down at the end of the day and I look at who I spent my time with. Was it valuable? Was it not valuable? So maybe you can try that and see how valuable it is. I mean, if you look at your bank statement, you should surely look at how you spend your time. Your time is much more valuable than money. It's much more valuable than anything else. If you had one more day to live, how would you spend it? And one day that statement will be right. You will have one more day to live. So watch who you spend your time with. Be guarded on who you spend your time with. People that are wasting your time, as I said, even if it's family, you need to cut them out. You need to cut them out. If you want to get ahead in life, if you've got one life and you want to move forward, look at the people around you, who you associate with. So be guarded of your time. So the third one is a really interesting one. And there's also a nice saying that goes like this: live in your dream and let your reality pull you towards your dream. So when I started off, I was always in the financial industry, and as I said, coming from humble beginnings, there was moments and times where I never had money to pay my accounts. It was tough, but I lived in my dream. What do I mean by that? Live in your dream. I would go to show houses and look at show houses and sit in the show houses and feel what it's like to live in that particular house, and drive myself to wanting to live that particular dream, to live in that particular house. Likewise with a car, I always loved BMW. I would always test drive BMWs, but obviously I would go to a different dealership every time I test drove one, because the salesperson would get angry with me because I would be seeing him all the time and not buying a car. So live in your dream and let your reality pull you towards your dream. And by actually doing those things, you start to increase your standards. So because once you increase your standards, you never look back at life. And if you look at the greatest people in this world, greatest sports people, greatest business people, and there's a guy that I'm not too sure if everybody heard of him, and you should have heard of him because he is from South Africa, and his name is Elon Musk. He's a rock star in the business world. He's turning the business world upside down. We've got talented people in South Africa. Hey, Trevor Noah, Elon Musk, some famous actors from South Africa that's doing well in the US as well. So just to go back on Elon Musk, he set standards like nobody else, and he's achieving things like nobody else. He created the first full electric car. How amazing is that? South African went to America, created the first electric car, Tesla. And their demand is so high at the moment that their factories can't keep up with production. It's a fully electric car. It's changed how people are looking at fueling the vehicles. He wants to go and live in Mars. That's a bit crazy. Yeah. Mars is a bit barren for me. But look, if you do some research on Elon Musk, he's an amazing person. He's created standards that's going to pull him to a different direction and set himself apart. And I think he's going to be the first trillionaire that ever lived on this planet. We've got millionaires, we've got billionaires. We never had a trillionaire. So a trillionaire is somebody that's worth 1,000 billion. So 1,000 billion, and that would be US dollars. So yeah, I think, get your standards right. So what could be your standards? Your standards could be giving a better life, better quality of life to your family. Aren't you tired of going to a shop and looking at the price of everything? Aren't you tired of looking of where do I go on a holiday? No, that's too expensive. We can't go there. Um, why not live the best life you can? Why not get to a standard where you can afford anything? There's nothing wrong with it, you know. Um, and you know, that issue of how you spend your money, it's not about, and I've learned this, you know, in life, it's not about uh, being mingy with your money. It's about understanding how you know how to multiply your money again. Because once you're at that level, and money is not a factor for you, and you know that you know and you have the confidence on how you're going to multiply your money, so you're not going to have an issue when it comes to spending money, you know. Because the greatest or the saddest thing um, in the moment or at the moment is the middle class people, you know. Because if you're in the middle class, geez, you stress a lot. You watch every cent you spend. You don't know how you're going to pay the bills at the end of the month. You're just keeping your head above water. Uh, you need to change your standards, man. You got to get into the elite class. And the question is how? How do you get into the elite class? Change your standards. Look at how you invest your time. Get your mind right. So guys, you know, those are the 3 things that really helped me to get ahead in life. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did enjoy it, like, comment, please subscribe to my channel. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay blessed. Cheers.